I wanna hear your initial thought though on that whole point of X+1 equal Y is applicable to
It
everything.
it seems um, pretty basic to me. Like, there's the state, then adding the future ends up in a result.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So you're okay with believing things that are not necessarily true.
Correct. If it's objectively makes sense, then yeah, I do believe in it.
If it objectively makes sense and is not true, you would want to believe it anyway.
Yeah. If it is objectively makes sense, logically makes sense, then yeah, I would believe in it. Unless
Could
somebody proves me wrong, and then that gives me a different perspective to think about.
okay. Could something logically make sense and it be false?
Yes, because there are subjective variables that are you're not taken in consideration.
Okay.
So, like for subjective variables, for example, emotions, feelings of a human being is not being taken in consideration when you're thinking about this.
When it comes to getting closer to truth, why are those aspects like? I guess how reliable are those considerations? And before we get started,
Yeah.
what's your name?
I'm gonna go with Sam.
Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm David.
David, nice to meet
Good to
you.
meet you, Sam. And are you local or are you visiting or?
I live in San Francisco. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. How long have you lived there?
6 months now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
not too long.
Not too long.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So you've gone through all one of the seasons then.
I've gone through the winter. Yeah. Yeah. Through the
Just
winter.
seems like one season
It's
every
one
time I
season,
come
the
here.
whole thing. Yeah. We're from both from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay.
That's where really you get 4 seasons.
I was gonna say that's
Right.
quite a change.
Yeah, yeah. And now we're here, and he's here. He's like, I'm moving here because of the weather. It's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right. So it's it's okay to believe something even if you know it's not true.
Well, so I don't think what I'm thinking. This is the one where I don't tell you what I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah, you
Or
don't have to. It's a way for somebody to not let everybody else know how they really feel about something, but you still get to explore
okay,
what's supporting it,
yeah,
and it also keeps my bias out of the questioning. So let's
yeah,
say I disagreed with you.
okay,
Sometimes that can kind of affect what questions I ask and how they ask them. So it kind of eliminates that too.
okay,
But it's up to you if it's easier for you to talk about the topic. It's fine. I'm just giving you the opportunity
okay.
to not reveal it.
Well, maybe let's try to figure that out without revealing it. Right?
Well,
Yeah.
I am interested in this idea of I want to believe it even if I know it's not true. Like
I don't think I
I'm
would
really
believe
interested
it
in that.
even if it's not true. I don't think I would actually, but
Oh, okay.
I would find it nearly impossible that it would what I'm thinking of isn't going to be applicable to any situation. The only thing is the result of that, or the result of it, if you take it from an objective point of view, a very objective point of view, right? It's nearly impossible to find or to not get to the result. But if you add the subjective side to it, I'm speaking specifically emotions and feelings of a human being, then the results are going to be skewed. The results are still going to be there, but they're going to be skewed. And then now it's not an objective situation anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it gets skewed from being the objective conclusion, why is that bad?
It's not. It's not necessarily bad.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just think it's an interesting way of looking at stuff objectively.
Adding feelings and emotions is a more interesting way to look at something objective? Is that what you're saying?
No, taking the feeling and the emotions out of it and make it very objective.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one do you think gets you closer to what's probably the case about our world?
I think the subjective part, because the emotions and feelings are very important for humanity. Let's say if you take everything in the most objective possible way, you lose the humanity touch out of it.
Okay. What about the humanity aspect makes it more likely to be true?
Because it brings realism into it. It takes
Realism?
it takes the logic and the philosophical theoretical point of view out of it, and it makes it more applicable to our lives.
Does realism require humanity, the humanity aspect?
I think it does, yeah.
Okay. Were things real before humans showed up?
I'd like to believe it that it is, yeah.
So realism, okay. Things were real before humans came, but the human aspect makes it more likely to be real?
Not necessarily. So that's not something that exists or doesn't exist. It's something that you live through every day. Maybe if I tell you, it makes more sense. I think I'd like to tell you and then have that conversation about it.
Okay.
Right? Is that fair?
Sure, yeah. Is this something that you're convinced is true about our shared world, or is
Yes.
or is it more of an opinion?
No, I think it's true about our world.
Okay. Is it true regardless of minds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
And
math equation, to be honest with you.
a math equation?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very simple math equation.
I'm willing to go as far with it in the revelation of it as you would like to take.
Okay, cool. Up to you. I'm really enjoying this conversation, to be honest with you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Right on. Yeah,
Up to you how you want to go with that. Wow.
reveal it as much as you want, or as
Yeah,
much as
I
you
think-
think is necessary or comfortable with.
Yeah, I think let's put it this way. It's a 3-variable math equation. It always ends in a result. And in my opinion, if you look at that 3-variable math equation, basically objectively on only those 3 variables, it applies to everything in life.
Okay.
If you apply it objectively to everything in life without taking into consideration the subjective aspect of feelings and emotions, I think it'll turn the world into chaos, but it'll make the world the most organized thing there is.
Okay. Is chaos something negative in this context?
Yeah, I think so, because then feelings are hurt, people are upset. I think that's those are aspects of life that we should definitely be paying attention to.
Okay. Should we be paying attention to it if we want our map of reality to be as accurate as possible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because
Even though it skews the objectivity of it?
yeah, I think so. Because if you're looking at it like if I just take your words, the map of reality,
Uh-huh.
right? That's still a 2D view.
You think?
I think so. If you try to map it, that's a 2D view.
What makes it two-dimensional rather than something else.
because now you have an end and start and end point. When you call it a map, it's a start and end point,
Okay, because I'm
right?
thinking of a map that you can always add to.
Yeah, it could be like this. Yeah.
I guess whenever I say map of reality, keep in mind that I'm not saying that it's a complete map necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
but the map that I currently have, or that
Mm-hmm.
you currently have,
Mm-hmm.
or that you're using, how accurate do you want that map to be with the information that you have? And you
That's
can
a good
always
question.
build upon it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily complete.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I would say you can't build that map without that equation.
Okay. So this three variable math equation is required for you to build a map of reality?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, how much do you want to share about the equation itself?
I'll tell you the equation.
Okay.
It's x plus 1 equal y.
X plus 1 equals y.
Yeah.
Okay. And this, if you apply this to everything, or you can apply this to everything in life.
Everything.
Okay. Do you have like an example that you want to share?
Yeah. My current state sitting here is x.
Okay. Current state.
That's my current state.
Your current state or the current state?
My or the.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, there's a huge difference because my current state is I am here. I'm sitting on this chair talking to you,
Okay.
right? The current state is we're in the park at 1:18 p.m. sitting here.
Uh-huh. Could the current state be Sam is here?
The current state could be Sam is here.
Okay. And that's different from you saying that you're here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Why? Because the plus one are the next words that I'm going to say.
Okay. So the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the y is going to be the result of my current state plus what I said.
Okay. There's the current state. You say something. That's why, and that's the result. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So when I'm sitting here and I tell you that those are the next words, let's just say those are the next words, right? The result is the y is you and I sitting here, and now you know what I said,
gotcha.
right?
So like the shared information makes it why.
Yeah, it's basically the current moment that you're in, and the next moment after is going to be equal the moment coming afterward, and it's just a repeating process. So the plus one is really the variable that is constant in our life. That's what I believe in, right? The y, you never know what that is because you're not going to be able to get to the y until that plus one comes in. But the X is the current state that you're in. Whatever, sitting, talking, thinking, crying, hurt, not hurt, that's the state that you choose to be. The plus one is always going to be there. You can't control the Y,
Okay.
but you can control the X. Does that make sense?
I think so. It sounds like you can control the one too with the decisions of the words that you use.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Does why require words?
No, it's a variable.
So it's the future regardless of words.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can take the word part out of it
Yeah,
and it would
yeah,
still
yeah. It doesn't need to be
Okay.
a word.
So
So like
the present moment plus the future equals the result.
yeah. So the result of me being there is me sitting here and walking, which is the plus one, walking over there. And that's the result.
Okay. Is this something like uh, what is the importance of knowing this? Like, why is this useful? How is this useful?
When you know that, in my opinion, when you know that the y is impossible to figure out without the plus one, right? That's the plus one is a constant. So you can't control the y. You could theoretically control the plus one, But the one thing that you're in full control of is the X.
Okay.
And so if you take it objectively, life in general, whatever it is, any actions that you take it objectively from the concept of X plus y is impossible to know, 1 is a constant, you can control the X.
Okay. Let me know if this gets too dark.
Yeah, I'm into this.
Let's say you were not here.
Yeah.
Would Y's still happen?
Yeah, because I'm going to have a different X.
But you're not here.
Yeah, but I'm going to have a different X. It's going to be my Y. So
How can it be your Y if you're not here?
Yeah, but the Y is with me, right? But you're going to have the Y here. You're going to have an X here and a Y here. Does that make sense?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I guess what I'm asking is, are there results about the world? Would there be results about the world if you did not exist?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is the point. So we're taking me as part of that equation, right? But this equation is applicable to anything.
Okay.
I said earlier the Y is impossible, right? But if you really do take this equation into a math version, Y does equal X plus 1.
Yeah, the present moment plus the future equals the result.
Yeah. So theoretically, if you want to solve for Y, right, you know that the plus 1 is going to be always constant.
Okay.
So you can technically control the outcome or the result or the Y by controlling the X.
Yeah.
So it's a math equation. You can solve it and skin it in multiple different ways.
Okay. What is the profundity about this?
That you can find predictability in the unpredictable, as long as you control the variables.
You can affect the future?
No, you can affect the results. You can't affect the future.
Do the results happen in the future?
No, the results is Y, right? That's the result.
Is this linear, like X plus the future equals the result? Like, is that in a linear time context?
Yes,
Or
it has to be.
can Y happen before X?
Y can never happen before X.
Okay.
But you can solve for Y.
Okay.
So let's take.
Yeah, can we use
Can
like
we do
a
it
real world example?
a math example? Let's do it in a math example.
Okay.
Right? X plus 1 equal Y.
Yeah.
If we put X as a 5, Y is going to be 6. Because 5 plus 1 equals 6.
Yeah.
So if you want Y to be 6, and you know that there is a plus 1, you can do 5 plus 1. You can do X equal 3 plus 2 plus 1. Or 5 by 1 plus 1.
Can we control the plus 1?
No, the plus 1 is the constant.
Okay, I think that's what I was missing.
Yeah, the plus 1 is always going to be there. That's the only thing that you can
The plus 1
never
is something
control.
that we cannot control.
Yeah.
How do you know that we can control X?
Well, it's your choice.
Okay.
It's your choice.
How do you know
the
we
whole
have
point.
choice?
Well, that's X. You do have a choice. It's you choose to sit here. You choose to have this conversation. You choose to come to this park. You choose to go to sleep.
How do you know this?
That's your choice. I believe that every person has full control of their choices.
How do you know that?
I believe it.
Does believing something have an effect on whether something's true?
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily.
So you saying, I believe it, therefore it's true, how does that?
It's not necessarily true, but like, okay, let's take the darkest example as an example. The darkest example as a hypothetical example,
Okay.
Right? Let's say the worst is dying, right? But one of the things that will completely limit your freedom is if you go to jail, for example.
Uh-huh.
Right? That you take away complete freedom. You don't have choices anymore. Your choices now is you're in a cell by yourself. But what you do within the cell is still within your choice. Whether you want to sleep, you can do that. You want to feel bad for yourself, you can control for that. You don't want to feel bad for yourself, you can control that. You want to do some self-reflection and think about it, that's all your choices. Like, even when freedom is taken away from you, you still have the choice of that moment, exactly how do you act on it.
This is my question. How do you know that?
I don't know, but I'd like to believe. I think that's for me. For me, right? No matter what situation I have the choice of what the next thing is going to be, because I make that choice of what the next thing is going to be. So, like walking here, I didn't have to stop, but I read the sign and I made the choice to stop here, right? I'm hungry. I'll be honest with you. I'm really, really hungry and I want to go eat, but this intrigued me more, right? And that was a choice I made. The why is now I had a great conversation with you, right? So if I were to reverse that and I want to have a great conversation with David, right? And let's say that my ex is I'm in a restaurant. The +1 is always going to be there. I need that +1 to happen, which is the future. But then my X at that point is the choice of me walking back here and saying hi to Dave and I want to talk to you. And then I got to the result of talking to Dave.
I see. Okay.
It's a very objective, non-human way of looking at things.
Do you want to end it there?
Sure.
Cool. And then maybe after you eat, you can come back. We'll probably be here.
Okay.
And we can talk about, because I have more questions about what I would call the discussion about free will.
Okay.
Knowing that you have a choice to do otherwise in the world.
Yeah.
That would, if you all have time, we could continue it there.
Maybe. Yeah. I wanna hear your initial thought though on that whole point of X+1 equal Y is applicable to everything.
It seems pretty basic to me. Like, there's the state, then adding the future ends up in a result.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I kind of got validated here, so I appreciate it.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
your thoughts
This
about
was
that.
a really fun conversation. I really enjoyed this.
And so you said you wanted to blur your face?
Yes, I don't want to be known at all. I don't
Okay.
want to be seen on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a really cool conversation.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
meeting you.